Page 5G, your lordships have seen. We have obtained from the authorities.
May I just hand over, Manoj, everything that's been handed over?
Signed off by them.
Just a Solicitor General file.
Yes. Yes,
How many exhibits were totally seized during the search and
yes,
seizure?
we'll just show that, your lordship.
Just tell us
Hand it,
how
just
many.
hand it over the.
Just tell us how many exhibits were
Well,
seized.
just take this document, this hand,
What
this
was
is
signed
what,
off?
this is what was signed off.
When we handed it over to CBI, this is what was signed off, my lord.
Pen drive, hard disk, everything is there.
Can you share a copy, please?
Multiple hard disks.
Can you share a copy?
We'll give it to you.
There is a pen drive.
Both.
And bottom left corner is the CBI signature, Manoj.
My lord, it would be relevant to know how many CCTV cameras on the whole there are in the hospital.
Capacity of pen drive is not relevant. It may be capacity of 100 GB, but it might contain few minutes.
They should have checked. It's 40 days now.
You had these pen drives.
You've had this pen drive, you should have checked.
This is not on the CBI, the onus is on them to give it.
This list which you have given us indicates that several pen drives have been handed.
Yes, yes. Serial number 12 onwards is the hard drive.
Hard disks.
Manoj, the four cameras, Manoj, in the Ajikar hospital are connected with all the cameras stored in 4 hard drives. All the cameras are stored in 4 hard drives and all that has been handed over.
And 12, 13, 14, 15 other hard drives.
Then this ultimately is a matter of investigation.
In total.
And then there is another statement was
Just
made.
give us a moment. Just give us a moment. The status report dated 17 September 2024 has been filed by Shri Satyadev Singh, DIG, stroke HOB, stroke SC-1, stroke CBI. Stop. During the course of the hearing, we have Third, the learned counsel appearing on behalf of, we have heard, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the parents of the deceased, the resident doctors, and intervening associations were appearing, and the original petitioners before the High Court. Good stop. We have explained to the learned, we have explained to all the learned counsel that at this stage, it would not be in the interests of a fair and complete investigation to disclose the leads which are being pursued by the CBI or the line of investigation. This may only lead to the dislocation of the investigation or destruction of evidence. All the learned counsel representing the resident doctors and other groups appearing in these proceedings have also agreed in their understanding that it would not be appropriate for any further disclosures to be placed in the public realm at this stage. Full stop. However, the status report which has been submitted, full stop. The letter dated 12 September 2024, addressed by the father of the deceased to the investigating officer of the CBI, has been shared with the court. Full stop. The letter expresses the genuine concerns of the parents of the deceased and contains specific inputs on certain aspects on which investigation should be directed by the CBI. Full stop. Bearing in mind the concern of the parents of the deceased, the genuine concern of the parents of the deceased, we are of the view that the inputs which have been furnished by the father of the deceased in his letter dated 12 September 2024 should be duly taken note of by the investigating officer so that appropriate modalities are followed to explore the leads which have been indicated in the letter. Good stuff. Further, responding to the request of the father of the deceased, the Solicitor General has assured the court that CBI would maintain contact with the parents and would keep them informed. Keep them informed hereafter so as to assuage their genuine concerns in regard to the investigation. Good stuff. Next. Appearing on behalf of the resident doctors, Ms. Indra Jaising, appearing on behalf of the resident doctors, submitted that there is definite material available with the resident doctors indicating the presence of persons at the scene of crime which they would wish to share with the CBI. Full stop. She has, however, fairly stated that it would not be appropriate in the interest of the investigation to reveal names at this stage, but details would be handed over immediately to the investigating officer of the CBI. Full stop. This may be done so that necessary.
May I also share it with the learned Solicitor General?
Copy may be shared
Give me in a sealed cover and send it in a
shared with the
condition.
Solicitor General, who would in turn make it available to the investigating officer of the CBI in charge of the investigation. Full stop. Next.
Speak around the
Some of the concerns which have been expressed before this court by the learned counsel appearing on behalf of the original petitioners may similarly be recorded in the form of a communication and handed over to the Solicitor General for onward transmission to the CBI so that necessary steps can be taken along any lines, so that necessary steps can be taken if any valuable inputs or leads are made available in the course of the investigation. Good stuff. Then we will say that
in addition, if your lordships can consider, many of the concerns of the parents in the father's letter are taken care of, but we will.
What is it?
Yes.
while full stop. having produced a letter dated 12 September 2024 of the father of the deceased, at this stage it may be material to note that many of the concerns which have been expressed in the letter form the subject matter of the active investigation which is being pursued by the CBI. However, nonetheless, a copy of the entirety of the communication would be made available to the CBI so that it can follow an appropriate line of investigation as required in the interest of justice. Now we'll
Notes on this, if we may just briefly,
during the course of the hearing, the court has been apprised of the fact that that Wikipedia still continues to maintain on its website the name of the deceased and any photograph as well as
only name.
Only the name is there.
The photograph, but the name is there.
The photograph is also there. It's a different sketch, but it is.
as well as a copy of her. That is a portrait in graffiti. It's not a real life photograph.
It's photograph. Only the name is.
Yeah, that's only it's only an impression. It's not. It says X's portrait in graffiti at Dhaka University.
Yes.
So that's why I think we need not refer to
Somebody is
it.
representing.
The
It's
first,
only an artist
He's a
impression.
representative.
first page and another thing, the girl had a specific hairstyle and this graphic is depicting her everywhere. That's the unfortunate part, but the name is there on the first page.
It's the name which
And
is.
our search the name.
Yes.
The provisions of Indian law are clear in this respect, full stop. In the interest of maintaining the dignity and privacy of the deceased, it has been clearly the governing principle is that the identity of the deceased in a case involving alleged rape and murder should not be disclosed. Wikipedia shall therefore take steps to comply with the previous order and the injunction which has been issued in the present order forthwith.
Please.
Full stop. Now we have covered this. We have taken care of the letter by the father. Now the status report we have dealt with. Now
Something very significant that the doctors wanted to place.
Nandi for a minute and then we
Sure.
So grateful, my lords. My lords, on the last occasion, the state government had vilified the doctors. For the doctors, my lords, we represent 25,000 doctors in the state of West Bengal. If I may just. My lords, on the last occasion, my lords, if we may go turn by turn.
Between the two of you, what's the
I have no objections addressing the court. I just want to make a distinction between senior doctors and junior doctors. My learned friend is rightly representing the senior doctors who are supporting us. I am representing the junior doctors who have today ceased work. So our submissions will be different.
Yes, Ms. Nandi.
My lords, on the last occasion, a number of statements, misleading statements, and I really say this with responsibility, were made by the state of West Bengal. And in that status report, which we were not given, we wrote twice formal letters and with regard to the doctors, the senior doctors as well as the junior doctors. We have filed an affidavit in this regard, my lords.
So can you summarize what you have to say? Can you just summarize what you have to say? Tell us, we'll make a note of it.
But my lords, if I may just hand this over because it has some relevant document.
Tell us what you have to say.
Number one, my lords, they have said that the state of West Bengal, the medical system is collapsing because of the strikes of the junior doctors. My lords, the senior doctors are working overtime double shifts because their junior doctors are not feeling safe. They have said, for example, in the status report, para 15 of my lord's order, 7C.
According to you, everything is going on as normal. Nobody is.
My lords, everything, it is true, is not going on as normal. But in 7C, for example, we have said that cardiology treatment such as stenting and angiography.
The juniors are not on duty. The seniors are trying to fill up the gap to the extent they can.
My lords, for the firstly, they are filling up.
So therefore, we ask
the junior doctors.
Are you in a position to say that, well, everything is as normal as ever?
My lords, we are not saying that, but what we are saying
is that we are doing our duties as seniors to fill in the breaches caused by the absence of the junior doctor.
And my lords, we have placed on record, and my lords just make
That's all right. You made your point. What's the next point?
this, please. The second thing is that there are a number of deaths that they have claimed that they say that they have got from media reports. Now, we were able to glean on the absence of being given the allegations that are being made against us. We were somehow able to glean one case from which we, with regard to which we have obtained the clinical reports, and it is a lie. There's no question of it, it is a lie. So, my lords, this demonizing of the doctors has to stop. So, my lords, if my lords will take note of that and ask them to give us any further status reports or allegations that are made against the doctors so that we can respond, we would be grateful. Secondly, my lords, in terms of safety, there is a notification that has been issued by the state of West Bengal to institute Ratire Shathi,
Sorry?
to institute a cadre that they call Ratire Shathi. Now, this Ratire Shathi, my lords, is at page 23 to 28 of these affidavits. If I may just hand it over. Ratire Shathi means
The companion at night.
Friend of the night, companion at night.
A companion at night to maintain some sort of safety.
Yes. And this is their response, my lords,
Page?
23. So, my lords will look at para 2.
I've got it.
Now, these 1514 number security personnel will be placed in government medical college and hospitals as per breakup attached by outsourcing through agency for a period of 1 year. This is one objection, my lords. But the second objection is at page 24, which is that they get a training of 7 days. So the director, principal, MSVP, all concerned, with a request to verify antecedents of all such hired personnel. A training of 7 days in consultation with the district police authority may be organized for these hired security personnel. Now, my lords, has the state of West Bengal come to this, that when an incident has happened where Sanjay Roy, the accused, was a civic volunteer, at night, my lords.
My lord, I wish to
Yes.
fully support.
My lords, may I complete my brief submissions and then?
Yes.
My lords, with regard to the other safety mechanisms that my lord had directed, there are budget allocations, but beyond that, there are a few extra CCTV cameras that have been installed, and that is really it. So in terms of the safety and security, our senior doctors are there, but we are being assaulted.
All right, we got your point.
And my lords, lastly, with regard to the financial irregularities, we have been assisting the CBI directly. And even today, given what had fallen from my lords, I had passed to the solicitor and to the CBI a standard operating procedure with regard to the post-mortem. It's a memorandum dated 3/1/2020. And we have also given a large number of other documents, if that may be taken into account. And my lords, if my lords will consider, the financial irregularities case, my lords, is intricately connected, I beg your pardon, as I had mentioned earlier. My lords, Dr. Shondip Ghosh has been arrested now in the rape and murder case. So our concern is that
The investigation into that started a little later, because that aspect started a little later, that the CBI is investigating. They referred to it in their status report.
exactly. So my lords, because my lords' supervision of the matter has been so salutary, we are really only requesting that the status reports on the next occasion be placed before my lords in sealed cover to strengthen the
And the
process
financial irregularities also.
on the financial irregularities also.
So I don't, you need an order for us, you can give us a status report
I have no
on both.
objection, Madam. We can.
On the incident of the alleged rape and murder as well as on the financial irregularities.
Shall be done,
That is-
but we can have no objection.
Yes.
I'm so grateful, my lords. That completes my.
My lord, on the question of these night,
Your lordship said that you, anyway, that's all right.
Now we
Yes, I
complete,
agree.
once they complete, we'll come back, so you can give us a comprehensive response.
Yes, yes.
I have something to say on the order of address. I do believe it's the privilege of the state of West Bengal to be first addressing the court for the reason that a settlement has been reached yesterday night until the early hours of the morning.
That's what I was trying to show.
Not reporting back to work. I request this court, my lord, to invite the state of West Bengal to address you on what is the settlement that has been reached, because it will take care of many of the demands that we have raised. We, the junior doctors, it is an issue, because this court has passed an order directing us to go back to work. We wish to comply with that order, my lord. Now, in relation to that, a certain settlement has been reached. If my learned friend doesn't want to present the settlement, I will present it. I have a copy of it, but I feel it is his privilege.
All right, Mr. Anupam Lal Das,
And
take a follow up on.
secondly, my lord, just one small thing in relation to a submission that my learned friend, Ms. Nandi made. I fully support her suggestion. I agree that the senior doctors have been greatly supporting the junior doctors, but we have our own point of view, which I will present to you after the state of West Bengal has presented a copy of the settlement to you. Secondly, my lord, in my opinion, that force of 1,514 people requires to be dismantled with immediate.
All these 20 departments which cases which have been pointed out, in any case were manned by the senior doctors. Junior residents, etc., were not placed there. So that is something that I also wanted to place on record.
Yes.
As far as we are concerned, we are working overtime. There has been absolutely no this thing from our side. That's our.
May I make a submission?
Number has been-
May I make a small submission before Mr. Sibal is called upon? I appear for a doctors organization, thank you, called Doctors for Patients in Calcutta. Our suggestions will give you a task force. There are two issues we'd like to highlight to your lordships. First is pertaining to the investigation itself. Second is pertaining to that policy of 19th August. There are two more clauses, since your lordships already have that before your lordships. I'll start with that.
13th September.
19th August, the West Bengal policy which has come out, which Ms. Nandi had just read out. If your lordship will
13th September.
no, lordship, this is 19th of August. If your lordship will have my IA then, 188500.
Ms. Nandi, where's 19th of August in your compilation that idea is referring to?
Or if your lordship will see my IA, lordship.
So we'll refer to one eye, it's so much easier if you have it.
That is correct. Is 19th August. 19th August, Government of West Bengal, Department of Health and Family Welfare.
August.
It's part of that helpers of the night policy.
It's there in our earlier status report.
Then your status report?
Yes,
Yes.
it's in the earliest.
Apparently, it's in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
All right, what is it?
There are September policy.
All right.
It's in my affidavit.
Your Lordship, there are two problems here with that 19th August circular. It's there in my IA as well as I'm told in the earlier status report of the state of West Bengal.
Ma'am, which page number is it? Because what I have is the 13th of September.
Okay, then maybe
She is appealing for whom? I'm not aware.
the policy,
Association of Doctors and Patients in West Bengal.
Doctors and patients.
I'm appearing for Doctors for Patients. It's a trust called Doctors for Patients. So your Lordship,
What's your point?
I have 2 points. Number one, in this policy, your Lordship said 11, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6, we have a serious problem with. One is working hours of women, including women doctors, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time.
this is-
Second, wherever possible, night duty may be avoided for women to the extent possible. Now, this is the policy of the state of West Bengal, and our doctors have a serious problem with this. And your lordships in
How
multiple
can you say that
cases.
women should not work on night duty?
Exactly, precisely.
Women will have an objection if you keep them from working.
Exactly, and to limit us to a 12-hour shift. In fact, many of the junior residents work for 36 hours flat out. Now, this is directly impinging on gender and being employed at all.
Completely right. Then you
That is
get
one.
to the point.
We'd like, and second, I have a second point, your lordship. I have a second point. Second point pertains to investigation. One is on this policy, your lordship is seized with it. I will leave it at that.
Women don't want concessions. They want
Yes.
equal opportunity in
In
terms of
Anuj Garg's,
safety.
in Anuj Garg's case,
Why should we prevent a woman doctor from working in the night?
or 12 hours. Why limited to 12 hours, your lordship? Because junior doctors work for 36 hours. Now, women will never be
Should be
taken.
for all doctors. 12 hours working time is for all doctors. Don't, I
Actually, whatever the shift,
exactly.
women doctors are ready to work in exactly the same conditions.
Absolutely.
In
Yes,
terms of time.
Exactly.
In Anuj
Well,
Garg,
let's not undermine
Not
them,
even Anuj Garg-
undermine the lady doctors.
Mr. Sibal, this has to be.
There is no issue, Manoj. We'll notify. We were just worried because there is no security in place at the moment.
But the
I
answer
want to
to
make
it-
sure.
See, this,
I want to make sure, Manoj, that something like,
The answer to it is you must ensure security is in place.
I know, Manoj, that's the
You can't
point.
women that you will not be
This
working
is-
after.
This is in addition, it says in addition, this is not, this is only temporary, but if your lordship wants me, no issue.
sits in
the
perfect.
state says that it cannot provide
Hold on.
security, the
We are,
center is.
we are ad item, if.
In Anuj Garg's case, the lordship
And you're right. We said that, look.
Romantic paternalism.
The law, the provision of the act, Punjab Excise Act was that any establishment which serves liquor
Can't have
will
women
not have a woman. We
employed.
stuck it down.
Of course, you should strike it down, Manoj, there's no
But
issue.
therefore, two things, Mr. Bell. I think the state of West Bengal must immediately correct its notification. You cannot say that women will not work more than a 12-hour shift. If men are working more than a 12-hour shift,
They want to.
they are entitled to work exactly at par with their male counterparts.
We'll issue a notification, Manoj, not an issue.
Your duty to provide security. And we can't tell any woman today in our country who's in the workforce that you will not work at night.
Including in
Pilots work at night,
Call
doctors work
centers.
at night,
call centers.
your armed forces.
Armed forces work.
Women work.
My second point, your lordship. Second point on investigation itself. Again, it's a suggestion which has come from these doctors for patients. They say that apparently there are many people who possibly have information regarding this incident. And because of fear of retribution, they're not coming out and openly giving this information.
That is our problem also.
Therefore, may I just
Yes,
finish,
yes.
Mr. Mehta?
No, I'm
The question
supporting you.
here is- Oh, and thank you. The request here is for an anonymous portal, because Your Lordship, the cyber crimes portal today has an anonymous portal for crimes. Also, this court, in the case of videography of child pornography, specifically said you should permit anonymous complaints and a specific portal should be set up. Our request today is to aid this investigation and to hopefully finally get the culprits. We need an anonymous portal which the CBI will set up, because many people don't want to disclose their identity even to CBI. And that is a fact today because of the nature of the matter Your Lordship has seen. We support no particular side here, but the point is people are scared. So if they can be enabled to give their complaints anonymously. Third is on Wikipedia, which is not part of my IA, but since Your Lordship said the photo is not there,
Yes.
the photo, Your Lordship, is not there on the Wikipedia website, but after the girl's name is mentioned, there are two footnotes. The first footnote refers to an article which is not an Indian journal, it's outside India, but that article has a photograph. So that footnote is also problematic because I just clicked on it on my phone when this discussion happened, and that takes me to an article.
While editing the order, I'll make sure that we cover that.
It's an external link, reference 1 and
All right,
reference 2.
thank you. Mr. Sibal.
But only one, to respond to, Malad, she is right. We are also facing this difficulty. People are afraid to come forward and speak. Malad, we are ready to have an anonymous platform. The only Malad, difficulty in that would be, which is Malad, our difficulty, that there would be several things Malad, sent on that which are completely irrelevant, but we can't help it.
That is item 5 and 6.
But we can assure if
Be just flooded with.
that's the problem, Malad.
Information which,
That this is the theory going on. This is.
This is functioning, they must be.
But I can assure my learned friend, if anybody comes, they would be fully anonymized. We will not disclose their identity to anyone.
protection scheme. There is
Yes, my lord.
But despite that, this court is approved of an anonymous portal, despite all the witness protection schemes.
For the productive then.
CBI's task force is limited. It's a relatively a small agency. Now, if we get all kinds of relevant, irrelevant material on an anonymous portal, one officer will be only monitoring nothing else but only that portal. So, look at it.
We understand the problem.
Lord, we can assure if anybody comes, their identity will not be disclosed. It would remain only with the joint director CBI.
You just delete it. That's all.
Despite that, the cybercrimes portal has
It may be publicized, my lord, by the CBI.
pornography of
The witness protection.
Totally counterproductive, though I have no.
All right, you made your point. Now, Mr. Singh.
No, Manoj, just as far as items 5 and 6 is concerned, we'll issue a notification to delete it. That's all, so that's not an issue. No, Manoj.
5 and 6 of the notification date.
Of
19th August 20.
19th August, Manoj, clause 11, subclause 5 and 6 will be deleted by virtue of a notification, Manoj. So
Yes.
that's not an issue. Then your lordship's order, Manoj, 9th of September, your lordships render this order.
Previous order.
Kindly read, Manoj, paragraph 18 with me. In order to, your lordship has that? All my lords have it? No.
we have copies.
We have copies, Manoj, we'll try and give.
Yes.
No. Oh. May I read it, Manoj? In order to create a sense of confidence among the doctors, we also
We saw the para 18. So what do you have to say on that? Mr.
yes, so no, Manoj, therefore we called, 5 meetings we called, this is the 5th meeting and we want to tell your lordships what happened. Actually, I wanted to place it earlier, but this is after the 5th meeting, Manoj. Yesterday night on 16th of September at 6:30. At the outset, Manoj, the Chief Minister welcomed all the junior doctors present in the meeting. She expressed heartfelt grief for the deceased victim. She also added, the first demand of the West Bengal junior doctor front is under the jurisdiction of the CBI. The state government will provide all necessary assistance as required for expediting the completion of the inquiry and justice to the deceased. As regards their demands relating to action against Kolkata Police, the CP Kolkata Police and DC North will be transferred. As regards the health manpower, the present DME and DHS will be transferred. Then rupees 100 crores have been sanctioned for hospital infrastructure like CCTV, washroom, etc., which will be formalized in close consultation with the medical fraternity. The composition of the Rogi Kalyan Samiti will be revised to make it more inclusive through inclusion of all stakeholders. The issues regarding safety and security within the hospital and college premises was discussed. The state government proposed that a task force headed by the Chief Secretary and including the Home Secretary, the DG Police, the CP Calcutta, as well as representatives as would be proposed by the junior doctors will look into related matters. An effective and responsive grievance redressal mechanism would be put in place in the medical infrastructure across hospitals and colleges. Junior doctors were required to join back as a duty, requested to join back at duties. It was jointly resolved to work in close coordination to discuss and resolve all issues faced by the medical fraternity at the level of Chief Secretary. The West Bengal Junior Doctors Front representatives expressed disagreements with regard to no disciplinary action against DC Central and transfer of Health Secretary. As regards ensuring safety and security, it was intimated by them that further discussions regarding specific formulations of the same will be required. It was also proposed that the existing threat culture prevalent in the medical colleges can be removed after further deliberations through specific formulations, democratically elected students' unions and RDAs regarding cease work and ongoing sit-in demonstration at Swasthya Bhavan. Representatives submit that a decision will be arrived at only after further discussion with all the junior doctors. The meeting ended with an appeal from the Chief Minister to the junior doctors to join back to work, ensuring delivery of healthcare services, and they've still not done it. And there are 10,000 of them, Malas. There are 3,000 senior doctors, there are 10,000 junior doctors. 75 of the workforce is not going to work, and I must, Malas, appreciate the outreach of the
any further comments?
Come on, please.
I was the one who said we have arrived at a settlement. Mr. Principal did not initiate this.
Let him at least complete his submission, then you can have. Yes.
So,
I agree with my learned friend, my lord, doctors can't be demonized like this.
They're making a lot of allegations, my lords. 3,000 senior.
I made no allegations.
It's an
The number,
Allegation.
There are
ask them what the
senior
country.
doctors and 3,000 senior doctors.
That's
correct.
That's all that he has pointed
That's
out.
all I've said. I've said made no allegation. Now, there's all that people and senior doctors have been actually doing a lot of hard work. We appreciate what's happening.
Thank you, but we're not on strike, sir. So
For
this should
God's
really
sake,
be the numbers
shut up.
for the last from the
Why?
media.
You're representing lawyers. Please let Mr. Zibal complete.
I'll leave it.
We allowed you to complete now. Let him
Great,
try.
I'll leave it.
So, this is the state of affairs today, and she's also publicly said, we won't take any action against you. But if the junior doctors don't go back to work, what is to be done? And their demands, see their demands.
But
Everything
see, this
they-
is not-
Come on, please do not.
Representing.
Now, Mr. Sibal, we want to know one basic thing. After our last order, we had said that, look, set up adequate security
Yes,
apparatus.
got an affidavit to that effect. I showed you.
Now, what have you done?
Yes,
Let's
yes.
start with RG-CAR itself,
And let's-
RG-CAR
In
hospital.
consultation with CISF.
Tell us what steps have been taken to improve
Yes,
the safety and the security at the
Yes,
RG-CAR
finally we
college.
get the affidavit. We just give it to you. Yes, we've done that.
File this
We
up.
filed this up. We circulated
Apart
it
from
yesterday.
budgetary allocation, what steps have you taken on the ground?
Yes, Malas, yes. We're showing it to your lordship. We gave that, circulated it yesterday, Malas.
Of 2020.
Can I have, I'm not concerned, but if you can give me a copy for completion.
Through the health
I'm not
department,
sure.
Malas, this affidavit was filed through the health department. Just give it, keep copies. Keep
None of
copies
us
now.
have copies, my
I don't
lord.
think we have, but I'm not concerned with that, but copies.
May I have a copy, please?
Usko to de do.
This concerns the junior doctors.
Now, Malas, kindly see.
My lords, this is not confidential. May we all have copies?
Mr. Sibal, may I have a copy, please?
May we all have copies, sir?
Yeah, give copies. Don't have copies for everyone. We'll give it to you. I'll just read
If
it out
you have
and
to
then.
address the court on
We
this
don't-
issue,
Can you share
You are
one copy with them so that, they can between themselves?
what is the difficulty in sharing a copy with me?
Yeah, I'm giving it to you.
You should have come to court with extra
Very
copies.
difficult, Malas.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's kindly just come to page 2, Malas, paragraph 4. Confidence building initiatives by the state of West Bengal. As per the order of the court, Malas. In furtherance of the orders passed by this honorable court, the following district collectors and superintendent of police can be duly communicated the said order for compliance and necessary action. Right, so with each district, the district collector, commissioner of police, Malas, identified. Para 5. Further, a letter has also been issued to all district magistrates and superintendents of police for ensuring safety and security of the health professionals working in various health facilities. True copy of the letter dated so and so from the Principal Secretary, Department of Health and Family is attached, which is at page 1415. Then, meeting in this regard was chaired by the Chief Secretary of the state with all the district magistrates, chief medical officers of health, principals and hospital superintendents on 13/9, giving clear directions to all for ensuring safety and security and early completion of the various infrastructural works being undertaken. DMs and SPs have visited the medical college in their respective jurisdiction, and they are taking all steps in this regard. That the state of West Bengal is providing the following facilities to 28 medical colleges and hospitals throughout the state, out of which the district collectors along with superintendent of police are monitoring the 18 government medical college and hospitals in the district outside Kolkata, while the 10 medical colleges and hospitals in Kolkata are under the Kolkata Police Commissionerate. Besides this, there are 87 public hospitals, district hospitals, super specialty hospitals, sub-divisional hospitals, and state general hospitals. Now, Malas, what is it that we have done? Let's see, existing facility of duty rooms and the restrooms, right? So, Malas, you have 732 males and 444 females. Total is that. Additional duty rooms and restrooms sanctioned are 5, and work has already begun, Malas. And 536 male, 357, it's increased by another 893. And within 7 to 14 days, the work will be completed. I've put it there, Malas. Work has started and directions have been issued to executing agencies to complete the work in 7 to 14 days. Then come to the existing toilet facilities. You have 462, 249 for women and 711 total, and 1497 and 806 In public hospitals, that's 2303. The additional for women is 724 and 503 for the others, for the public hospitals. And this also will be completed in 7 to 14 days. Then existing CCTV cameras, in addition, additional will be 6178 and public hospitals 4071. Also, work will be over between 7 and 14 days. Following this is the special dealing with RJ Karmaras. There currently common duty rooms are available for doctors. The total are 57, 24 and 47. Additional will be made and sanctioned. There are 71 additional. And work has started and joint inspection with hospital authorities, PWD, CISF has been held. New works have been taken up. Then existing facility toilets, 43 and 26 is 69. We're building another 82. Joint inspection has been done, with hospital authorities, PWD and CISF has been held and new works have been taken up. Then existing CCTV cameras 217, we're increasing them to 415. 36 are installed, the other work is going on. Then photos are at page 16 to 26, they're all there. Then additional security guards. In order to improve the safety and security of doctors, nurses and other staff in all the medical colleges and hospitals, the government of West Bengal has introduced the program Ratire Saathi Helper at Night. The concurrence of State Finance Department has been obtained for engagement of additional 1514 security personnel under this program for all medical colleges and hospitals. There are already 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RJ Medical Hospital, College and Hospital. 3 companies of CISF are already deployed at RJ. A true copy of the order dated so-and-so issued by the department is attached. It is, however, most respectfully submitted that despite the order of this court, junior doctors, anyway, I don't want to read this because unnecessarily, we have now reached some kind of settlement.
Now, when you say that there are 232 existing security guards and additional 85 security personnel have been designated afresh for RJ Medical.
Yes.
Are these from the Ratire?
No. These are police personnel, not Ratire Saathi. And we will substitute the Ratire Saathi with police personnel. It's only a temporary measure, only for 1 year,
No,
we can substitute them with police personnel.
You know, Mr. Sibal, what really happened was this. The accused who committed the crime was drawn from the volunteer force.
Correct.
Now, if we are going to have another set of contractual people who will be now designated.
No, now we are giving them ID cards. But security agencies have been.
Imagine these contractual people will be trained. 1 second. These contractual people will be trained for 7 days, and then they will be walking all around in the hospital. Now, what is the protection which these young doctors have, particularly the women doctors, about these contractual staff walking around in the night in the hospital?
Well, this is in addition to the security of the police that is already there,
But you know, the crime was, let's face it, the crime was conducted, the crime is alleged to have been carried out by volunteer.
That's right.
At the hospital.
That's
now,
right.
We are going to replace the volunteers with these.
There were hundreds of volunteers, It's not that. We'll make sure now. We've got police personnel there. There are stations there.
Appraisal. The GR says, the government resolution says, but they will be appointed through an
these are not civic volunteers. There is a security agency that we have hired. Through them, we have recruited.
So the security agency will recruit these people.
Yes.
Does anybody carry out any?
Yes. Verification is done. Proper verification.
Psychological assessment, because these people are going to be working.
Proper verification is done. Health department is involved in this. Something has to be left.
Today, particularly the women doctors, have a feeling of insecurity. Now you get some.
CISF is there today,
They don't know who these people are.
CISF,
your police, they are not your paramilitary.
CISF is there, for them to resume work. Now, what's the problem? CISF is there. After all, something has to be done by the state, to make sure that your lordships.
And CISF will be there for a short time because they responded to.
We'll make arrangements after that,
The police, we are asked.
We'll make arrangements after that. But it can't be, that the doctor.
That's all we ask.
The whole problem is when you entrust security to contractual staff, particularly in hospitals where people are on duty for 36 hours, they stay there. There is virtually no protection for women
There is
otherwise.
civic volunteer in this, mother. These are true security.
They are contractual staff.
We have a police outpost. Mother, kindly see, we have a police outpost in every hospital.
Notwithstanding the police outpost,
Well,
even
this,
an FIR was given
I am not disputing that, mother. We are not.
514 of them.
Why is the,
1,514.
14 hours
the
is
government
again
coming out
incorrect.
with this?
14 hours
Only.
again incorrect. So if your losses want, we'll disband this. There is no issue, mother.
It's not a question of the court wanting it. We are not in charge of governance in this
But
state.
therefore, mother, some confidence in us.
They have genuine reservations because they say, who are these contractual people who are now
Some confidence. Mother, your losses must have some confidence in the state machinery after all this has happened. After all, we are also cognizant of it. We are also all against it. We want the security of our women doctors. Your losses must assume that, mother. State is not cognizant of all this.
Now, in terms of what you have disclosed to us, you said that there are 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There are 17 government hospitals, including hospitals attached to medical colleges.
Yes.
And number of government hospitals in the state of West Bengal, 87 hospitals besides the 28 medical colleges and hospitals.
Correct.
Now, so we are really dealing with these 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal. This is a key area.
Page 10.
Because government medical colleges involve young people who are there to pursue their medicine.
Yes.
These are the young girls who are straight out of 12th standard who are going to be then joining for 4.5, 5 years.
Correct.
We are therefore dealing with young people in the age group of 18 to 23. They are particularly vulnerable and they have to be protected.
Of course.
And we have to deal therefore with these 28 colleges.
Correct.
Because they have no great pleasure in abstaining from work.
That's right.
They are abstaining from work because now, as we see, having these contractual people there, they will be having a new source of completely insecure premises.
That's
Who are these people who are going to be joining at a contractual level? I think government has to talk to them and tell them that, look, this is the verification which we are doing. Or you need now a new set of volunteers who will be called the Rapid Sati.
We informed them yesterday evening in our conversation with them, Malad. This was informed.
My lords, both are
And
instructed.
this is what is recorded. It's also recorded.
Place the
There is a
declaration.
situation where
It's also recorded.
there's a lack of security for the doctors. The way to do it is really to have regular police personnel, at least in these 28 government medical colleges and hospitals.
That's
These
the
these are the colleges where the youngest of our senior
Plus
doctors are.
17. There's also Calcutta, 28 plus 17. Put look at page 10, Malad.
Yeah,
28 in the state is 17 in Calcutta.
simple. So you have 45.
I mentioned that every hospital, the Chief Justice says, look, there was a police outpost and yet this happened. So therefore,
So we are dealing with 28 plus 17,
Yes.
45.
yes,
Let's deal with these 45 first on priority.
right.
Because as we said in the other hospitals, you will not have, say, 18, 19-year-old young, almost like children. They're beyond 18, that's the only thing. But these are very young doctors, young interns,
Right,
young, they're all young students.
Right.
Now, they are straight out of their homes, they're coming in from different parts of West
Fair
Bengal.
enough.
Now, we have to assuage their concerns and the concerns of their parents.
Malad, kindly see Malad, page.
Tell us for these
item eight.
45 hospitals.
Kindly
Tell us for the 45 hospitals, what are you going to do to
kindly
ensure
have a
their
look at
safety?
page 10, item 8. There's an increase of women security officials on duty when women doctors, nursing staff are on night duty. 910 additional women security personnel will be deployed after training at the police training institutes, and they are undergoing training at the moment. We are
These women security personnel will be regular.
Yes,
from the
regular police force.
or what?
Regular police force.
So within what period will they?
They are undergoing training because I don't know what the training period, but at the moment they are undergoing training. I'll find out and let you know.
Because, ultimately the devil lies in the fine print. It's not, they say that, look, you have sanctioned funds. You say that, well, duty rooms are being constructed.
We'll get back to your lordships on this.
So tell us, and second, who is going to be in every district in West Bengal, the collector and district magistrate one, and second, the superintendent of police, they must ensure and oversee that these arrangements are in place.
Absolutely.
In terms of the CCTV cameras, the location for the CCTV cameras, and most importantly, there has to be some SOP. It can't be that the principal says, "Acha, yahan laga do, wahan laga do."
That's why,
You
Manoj,
must have a
Everything
proper
on-
SOP on where you're going to put CCTV.
Manoj, what happened was when the CI said,
They must provide absolute cover to areas where, say, the female doctors rest at night. The bathrooms which they use, because these are the areas where they are vulnerable.
Manoj, we are ad idem. Manoj, when the cameras were installed in the RG hospital, we asked the CISF to tell us where should they be installed, and we installed them accordingly. Similarly, we'll do it. We have an SOP in place, and we'll place it on record, Manoj, and we'll follow it to the T.
Now see, RG also, Mr. Sibal, the progress is very slow. RG you said you are going to, you have sanctioned 415 additional CCTV cameras.
Yes.
But only 36 have been installed.
But Manoj, within 7 to 14 days, Manoj, they took time to identify the place. So within 7 to 14 days, they'll be completed.
Now, 1 second. Have the lawyers appearing for the resident doctors seen now what they have assured the court that they are going to do? Within a period of 7 to 14 days, they have given us details of the CCTV cameras, duty restrooms, and
Public
toilet facilities.
Yes, yes.
Now, apart from that, see at RG itself, areas where the women doctors they take rest at night or even during
Yes,
the
yes.
day, early morning. Why can't you think of having, say, biometric facilities for
Yes,
access
we'll
to
do
that
that.
particular area?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is it not
Absolutely.
possible to have biometric access?
We'll do that, Manoj.
A woman who goes into, say, now she went to the seminar room.
But
The access to that particularly, which is a duty restroom, should be only controlled by a biometric facility.
actually, Manoj, the health secretary is here. The health secretary is here. We will do it. We'll put biometrics there. No issue.
So these are, I mean,
Yes.
you have to also think out of the
Press
box.
buttons.
Yes, yes, I agree. Manoj, we want this to be in place so that such incidents don't happen again, Manoj. That's our primary concern. It's an eye opener for us also.
Tell us, since the health secretary is here, what modalities will you follow for reviewing each hospital as a standalone unit and ensuring that the requirement of installing CCTV cameras, restrooms, access points, control of access is maintained? What is we can't start
Well, that's correct.
say, all right, in this hospital, give us 20 more
May I
cameras.
make a request, Manoj?
Consult with us.
One second.
How you are going to put into place?
May I make a
mechanism
request,
for-
Manoj? We will give to your lordships on affidavit. Give us 2 weeks' time to exactly how it is going to be
2
done.
weeks is too long.
DM and SPs are already doing it, Manoj.
DM, sir, DM, SB, superintendent of hospitals, along with the representative of the doctors are visiting each of the places
Hospital.
they are identifying, and only then the bugs are being taken out. From a security point of view, from a.
All right, then what we will do is this, we will record that the district magistrates, the superintendent of police, and the representative of the senior and the hospital administrators,
Yes.
the doctors,
The moment
Will-
it's participatory, the problem.
Yes, absolutely.
that you put
Then
into
they
place a
will meet
participatory process.
Absolutely.
The doctors are also then actually.
To be considered.
Absolutely, Manoj. We
What
agree.
CCTV?
We agree, Manoj.
All right, then you
That's
pass
the
that
minutes
that
also.
effect, because
That's part of the agreement.
ultimately, look, ultimately,
Integrity.
I also realize that, we are dealing with young people between the age of 18 and 23. We have to handle them in a different way.
Sure.
They're all deeply concerned. It could have happened to any one of them. Why only this
Exactly.
young woman?
That's
It could have
right.
happened to any one of them.
I-
That's all that they are worried about.
Yes, and rightly so.
All right.
We have made a coordinating officer for us to do this.
An affidavit has been filed by the state of West Bengal for explaining the steps. Dr. Joshi will come back to you in a minute. Don't worry. An affidavit has been filed by the state of West Bengal for
On behalf of the
explaining-
health department, Manoj.
on behalf of
Department.
the state of West Bengal by Shri Narayan Swarup Nigam, Principal Secretary in the Department of Health and Family Welfare, explaining the steps which have been taken for specifically for upgrading bracket 1 duty rooms stroke restrooms semicolon bracket 2 toilet facilities semicolon and bracket 3 CCTV cameras, availability of CCTV cameras in government medical colleges and hospitals across the state. Next. The data which has been placed on the record indicates that there are 28 government medical colleges in the state of West Bengal and 17 government hospitals, apart from which there are 17 government hospitals in Kolkata. Full stop. The number of government, full stop. There are 87 hospitals besides.
Whereas 1 and 2 have to be recorded separately, Malad.
Yeah, 1 and 2 are 28 plus 17.
28 plus.
9, Malad. Spread per 9. So what's the number of government medical colleges in Kolkata is 9, Malad. And then the state is 20.
Yeah. There are 9 government medical colleges in Kolkata and 28 in the state of West Bengal, making a total of 37 government medical colleges. Full stop. 17 government hospitals in Kolkata are attached to medical colleges.
Yes.
While 87 hospitals, into brackets, besides the 28 medical colleges and hospitals, exist in the state. Full stop. The affidavit filed by the state government indicates that apart from the existing facilities, sanction has been granted for installing additional duty rooms, restrooms, setting up toilet facilities, and the installation of additional CCTV cameras.
The consultation with the doctor.
Stop.
After consultation with the doctors.
Full stop. Besides making budgetary provisions, it has been stated that work has commenced and directions have been issued through the executive agencies to complete the work in 7 to 14 days. Full stop. The affidavit indicates that apart from 7747 existing CCTV cameras, an additional 6178 CCTV cameras would be installed. Full stop. In the public hospitals, apart from the existing 3346 CCTV cameras and
Medical college.
additional 4071 cameras would be installed. Full stop. In our view, what is of critical importance at the present point of time, is that the participatory process should be followed by the state government so that the concerns of all the doctors, both senior and junior doctors, are duly taken into account. Full stop. To facilitate this, we have suggested to Mr. Kapil Sibal, we have suggested to the state of West Bengal that the collectors and that a team consisting of 1, the collector and district magistrate for each district, bracket 2, the superintendent of police, 3, the principal of each medical college and hospital, or as the case may be, the superintendent, and 4, a representative of each of the senior and junior doctors may be associated with the process so that the work which is being carried out for the construction of duty rooms, setting up of toilet facilities and installation of CCTV cameras takes place to promote with their inputs in view. Full stop. This has been agreed to by the state of West Bengal. Full stop. The court has been assured that the entirety of the work shall be carried out within a period of 2 weeks from the date of this order. Full stop. Apart from the above steps, on the suggestion of the court, it has been accepted by the state of West Bengal that necessary steps would be taken to ensure biometric facilities, particularly for controlling access to those areas, to the duty and rest areas, both for male and female doctors, so as to ensure that unauthorized persons are not entitled to enter the hospitals. Full stop. The affidavit of the state government indicates that 910 additional women security personnel are being presently trained at the police training institutes and would be deployed at the government hospitals.
It should be duty rooms, not duty areas.
Duty rooms.
Yeah.
On 13 September 2024, the Department of Health and Family Welfare of the Government of West Bengal has issued a government order proposing to engage an additional 1514 security personnel on a contractual basis in the government medical colleges and hospitals under a program which is called ये पेज 27 को मिल जाएगा रात्रि साथी helper at night. Full stop. These personnel are proposed to be engaged by outsourcing through an agency nominated by the government for a period of 1 year. Full stop. During the course of the hearing, serious reservations have been expressed by the council appearing on behalf of the senior and the junior resident doctors. Bearing in mind the background that the alleged offence in the present case has been committed by a civic volunteer from who is also contractually recruited. Full stop. Apart from the above concern, the attention of the court has been drawn to an order dated 19 August 2024 issued by the state government indicating that bracket 1, women doctors shall not be employed at night, and semicolon, bracket 2, women doctors shall not be employed on any shift exceeding 12 hours. Full stop. We find justification in the reservations which have been expressed particularly on behalf of the senior and junior resident doctors as well as by the organizations, different organizations representing the doctor. Full stop. The basic purpose must be to ensure conditions of safety and security for all doctors, men and women. Full stop. The women doctors do not demand any special concessions, but require the state to create conditions in which their safety at all times during the day and night is observed. Full stop. We are affirmatively of the view that we are in agreement with the submission of the Council for the Doctors that imposing conditions such as that the women doctors will not be employed at night would pose a serious impediment in the furtherance of their medical careers. Full stop. As we have already noted above, the women doctors expect to be provided for similar conditions of work and safety. I should extend across the board to male as well as female doctors. Full stop. Moreover, it would be inappropriate, as the women doctors have submitted before this court, if women are given special concessions in regard to the hours of duty. Full stop. The hours of duty should be reasonable for all doctors across the spectrum, and it would be inappropriate to target women by subjecting them to conditions which do not apply to their male counterparts. Full stop. We therefore have been assured, the state of West Bengal has assured the court that any such conditions which cast a cloud on the basic or constitutional premise of gender equality shall not be enforced.
Only one request is what is said. Working hours of women, including women, should not preferably exceed 12 hours at a time. There is no mandate that they should not be employed. We'll reword it. We'll take it out. That's not. What is said is that preferably should not preferably exceed. Otherwise, it will be misconstrued. We are going to delete it, but there is no mandate that they should not be employed. That's not what that says. Therefore,
but all that they are saying is that look,
correct. We'll delete it. But what happens is if this order goes, what all kinds of
put it in that perspective of they are insisting on look. They are entitled.
But don't say it is a mandate that they shall not be employed. This is not the mandate.
All right, we'll
just that.
We'll edit the order.
Yes. Now, one last thing that I want to, your lordship had asked us.
My lords, on this point.
On that challan 35711. 537.
Before we come to that, on the
just wait for a moment.
Your lordship asked us, we have to answer that. No. We filed a statement report.
The affidavit.
Well, on the strike of doctors, I wish, I'm sure that we'd be able to come to.
We held a meeting with the doctors yesterday.
Yes, yes.
And
But they have not agreed.
He said that there's a settlement.
But they have said, we will come back to you whether we want to go back to work or not.
Second, my lord, I'm here to address you on that question if he has the patience to listen. My lord, with my respect, sorry. I'm sorry, my lord, I'm sorry. I
That's
just got a
all
bit carried away. My apologies to Mr. Sibo. My lord, I'm referring to the previous order of this court, para 16 and para 17. This court expressed an expectation that the doctors will go back to work by 5th of September of 5th of September 2024. Now, my lord, in the order recorded by this court, your lordships have already recorded that some of the preconditions for safety at work have not been provided till today. Nevertheless, my lord, in the spirit of, what should I say, honoring the order of this court, my lord, we did agree to a meeting. 40 of them met the chief minister yesterday. I would like this settlement to come on the record. It's in the nature of a settlement.
Got it,
Signed, no, not to my knowledge, my lord, it's not there, but if it's there, it's the same one. Just check if it's the same one, my lord.
A minutes of the meeting, right?
Same thing, it's the same thing.
Very well. Now, my lord, I would like to read this out one by one.
He has already read it.
All right.
It's the same document.
Very well, my lord.
Signed by all the doctors.
There are issues in this document that I'd like to bring on the record. I'd like to address. Because I would like to say, and I've filed this intervention. I'm sorry, I've not had time to file it in court. If you could just see the press, that's all. Just have a look at the press.
Can we have a copy?
Yes. Can you use my copy? I don't.
We'll,
You made a mistake by raising.
Copy to the AOR